It is no coincidence that many of the collisions on the road today are caused by excessive speed. Remember the phrase, speed kills? Well, you should. When you drive fast, you really limit your chances to escape a crash. Your reaction time is put to the test anytime you drive, and the faster you go, the less reaction time you have to stop, swerve, or avoid oncoming cars. The experts who determine the safe speed limits on the road do not just pull numbers out of thin air. Before a speed sign is posted, a whole mess of research is done by traffic safety engineers as to the safest, maximum speed on that road under normal conditions. Now, anytime you exceed that speed, you probably are not being safe, even if you think you are. Take my advice, listen to the experts. Okay, look, here's what the important thing is about all of this. It is important to be aware of all of your surroundings at all times while you're operating any vehicle. Now, you must identify and obey all posted speeds, but at the same time, you should be identifying any potential hazards and reducing your speed appropriately to avoid any of those hazards on the road, even if it means driving below the posted speed limit. Now, when you're approaching an intersection, and that's where many collisions occur, you should reduce your speed some, and then see what's going on, and then proceed with caution. The same is true when approaching railroad crossings and the crest of any hill or bridge or any other incline. Now, just because the sign says 55 or 65 doesn't mean you have to drive that speed. I'll tell you in just a minute how much time you actually save by speeding, and I think you'll be amazed. But you should know this for right now. You don't lose that much time by slowing down. And in the end, you might even save your life or the life of someone else. And the excuses I get in my traffic safety classes, you have so many people who feel that they got a ticket in the past and they absolutely did not deserve it. And we have people who have no clue. They just don't see the forest for the trees. There was a guy in my class who rode one of these big Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Have you guys heard these things? Ah, they're so loud, right? And this guy told us he was riding his motorcycle in the middle of the night near the desert, and it was pitch black out there on a lonely road. He matched the description of a guy who had robbed a bank. So he's out there, wah! And there's a police helicopter hovering right above him. And the dude couldn't hear the helicopter because his motorcycle's so loud. Whoa! So they got tired of calling out to him, so they put the big spotlight on him. Boom! Dude looked up, thought he was being beamed up, man. Ah! Crashed on the side of the road. He's all right, though. Validation question number 11 is E, as in Edward. My favorite all-time, unaware driving story is the guy who was here in a rental car. It's his first time visiting America. The dude rented a car, first time in America. He's gone 95 miles an hour on the highway because he thought the 95 sign was the speed limit. I read that. I said, darn good thing this dude wasn't like on the 595. Can you imagine that? The guy would have been smoking. Can you imagine this guy on the 1 hitting the brake? Too fast. Too fast. Too fast. Let's talk about the most common violation that I see in my classes. That, of course, would be speeding. Speeding. A lot of people think they got to get there so much faster than everybody else. Every state has a basic speed law, including here in Florida. The basic speed law simply says, do not go faster than it's safe for conditions. That's all it says. Now, what does that mean?